Got it.
You see it on Facebook?
Let me see. Oh. Yes, sir.
Is that it?
Is this the barbershop? Is this the barbershop?
Yes, it is.
It's the barbershop. Well, I mean, we can't talk straight in the barbershop. Then where can we talk straight? We can't talk straight nowhere else. This ain't nothing but healthy conversation. Now, is this the barbershop? Is this the barbershop?
Yes, it is.
That ain't nobody exempt. You can talk about whoever and whatever, whenever you want to in the barbershop. Healthy conversation.
Yes, sir.
Healthy
Say
conversation.
nowhere else.
This ain't nothing but healthy conversation.
Healthy conversation.
That ain't nobody exempt. That ain't nobody exempt. Ain't
Yeah.
nothing but healthy conversation. Healthy conversation.
So what's up? What's up? What's up? Yeah. So we here. We miss y'all. I'm sure y'all miss us. You know, me and my boy Frey, we out here. Been gone for a while. So it's my turn. It's my turn to bring y'all in by myself. My man Frey, he off doing his thing. You know. There he is. There go Frey, yo. Frey Bo. Frey Bo, the artist.
What's happening, everybody?
You know.
Man, it's time to get back to it, right?
Time to get right back
Time
to
to get right back to it.
Like we never left.
Like we never left.
So
Man,
while I'm sharing this post, I want y'all to know that y'all can catch us on Twitch. Y'all can catch us on Instagram, Astute Gentleman Barber and Cigar. Y'all can catch us on Facebook, and y'all can catch us on YouTube at World Class Barber ITV. World Class Barber ITV. So yeah, we upgrading a little bit. We've been going for a minute. You know,
playing with stuff.
Trying to get a few things together. Last week I had to
Dip out.
I had to dip out. I had to go take care of a couple of things. I'm not gonna get too deep into it. Just
Good things, though. You know.
You know, I mean, before we touch on the topic, I learned some things over the past few weeks about love and the unconditional love and the compromise of what love is supposed to be, and people compromising for the devil versus the love that God intends. And it was real deep. I don't want to go too deep into it, man, but it was a lesson.
But break it down.
At 51, I learned about our children and parents. This is real important about your children. And some people disagree with me. My sisters, you know, they disagree with me. Well, my baby sisters did, but my other sisters, my older sisters, some of them agreed with me and understood what I was saying. Some of them didn't. But as far as your kids concerned, you love your children, and you're always gonna love your children.
Yeah.
You're gonna love your children even in they mess and the things that they do and when you do wrong, and even your friends. But that remember back in the day that thing, friends don't let friends drive drunk.
Right.
Parents don't let their kids continue to play in the streets. Most of all, we don't go play in the street with them.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, so when you
It ain't never been designed for us to be playing
your
with.
kids, don't go play in the street, that means something. That's real important, man. And people don't understand that when we allow our children to go play in the streets, and then after we told them that it's dangerous to play in the street, we still have to love them if they want to play in the street. If they get hit by a car, we're gonna take care of them.
Right.
They're gonna come in and they're gonna do their thing. We're gonna take care of them and we're gonna love them. If they keep going back and playing in the street, they just keep going back and playing in the street. So, but we're gonna always love our children. And I always tell my daughter, and everybody know I love my kids to death, but my daughter is real important to me. That's my first girlfriend, my first love, and I love her to death. And I told her, whatever you decide to do in life, that's your decision. I don't have to report to God about that, but that's up to you. But I love her to death, and I'm gonna love you all. I'm gonna always love you, baby. I'm gonna always love you, baby girl. So, those are important lessons, man, that we need to learn, as parents, because we're misinformed by the community because we want to do what the community wants us to do. And being a people person, you have to be able to stand on what you believe in. And so like I said, I'm not gonna go too deep into it, man. That's my. But
it touched you.
It definitely touched me.
Did something to you.
Yeah, it did something to me. It definitely did something to me, and it was very important for me that I let my daughter know that regardless of what she does, I love her.
Right on.
I don't have to be involved in what you do.
Right on.
I'm not going to give a crackhead child some money to go buy crack. I'm not going to play in the street with you. I'm not going to do what you do. So, and no, my daughter's not a crackhead. So that was just a statement that I made. That's just a metaphor. But, people, we get beside ourselves, man, when we compromise for the devil. We compromise our love that God has for us and God has given us, and we compromise it for what the devil wants us to do, what Satan wants.
Because sometimes when you're doing bad, you don't have a conscience of it.
Right.
Versus knowing that there's consequences when dealing with something that God is going to punish you for.
Right.
Like a person that doesn't have a reverence for God or whatever, you'll do whatever. You don't have a conscience about it. But a person who knows better, it's just a sense of conviction.
Yeah.
After you're like,
you're
going to have to repent and go talk it over, sit in the corner somewhere and, try to get right. Or I always used, my granddad told me one time, he said, people who really don't have a reverence for God, and I mean, whatever your religious preference is, that's on you. We ain't here to talk about that, but he was like, a person who doesn't have a reverence for a higher power will walk into a grocery store to steal, and he would look to the left, he would look to the right, he looked to the front to see if the cashier watching, but he would never look up.
Yeah, he never looks up. Never look up and see if God watching.
Right. So
that's what we have to do. We have to figure out how to do that and not, because if you look up, you'll finally understand that you're feeling guilty about something.
Yeah, you'll feel a strong conviction.
You'll feel a strong conviction.
Any person who doesn't feel a strong conviction, especially after something that you know is right, doesn't, then you might have to check where you at with God, or where you at, whatever realm of spirituality you choose to walk with. You know what I'm saying? You got to check yourself at the door with that. But for the most part, I mean, we're here to learn. In life, you're gonna make mistakes. Hey, it's the nature of the beast.
And that's
don't stay there. Get it right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
fix it. In that, it segues into what we're talking about today. Right on.
So, communication, marketing,
marketing, branding.
Are you a good representative of your brand?
Of your brand, yeah. Like whatever you're selling, is it good enough for somebody to buy?
Yeah.
And I don't care what no person says. Any person that has a brand or a business or anything that they got that they're trying to sell, you're gonna pump it up like yours is the creme de la creme.
Yeah,
ain't nothing better than what I got.
Yeah, exactly. All the time.
So the marketing part of it is, what are you selling, and is it worth buying?
And here's the biggest thing about telling people you have the best of the best. When you tell people that you have the best of the best, when they come get it, it better be the best. It better be, and then on top of that, you better represent the best of the best.
Right.
You better represent about what it means. For instance, and I've only heard 2 people say that it ain't shit astute about me. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know what astute means, then you know. So
Fugazi.
So you would say that, or you might know what astute means, but you just don't feel like I'm a great representative of astute.
Yeah.
And a gentleman, because when you put the 2 together, that's greatness.
Yeah, right.
And I would have to be honest and say that sometimes I'm not a great representative of my brand. Because it's when the nigga in me comes out.
Right.
And everybody has
that moment.
Their ignorant moments.
Right.
So when my ignorant moments come out, I'm not a representative of astute gentleman. But I'm representing astute gentleman and being ignorant. But I'm not a great representative. I'm gonna always represent astute gentleman.
Right.
But in my ignorance, I cannot be a great representative.
In your ignorance, right? So, but see, and that's that defining moment when people are waiting for you to do something totally outside of your brand, because they're gonna be ready for it.
Yeah.
Do you remember that time? Last year, for first year Steel Till 2019. Everything that we did to pump that up, everything that I did to speak on it, it came from a place of how important that was to me.
Yeah.
And do you remember we went out to Blends and karaoke, and that one ignorant chick was like, "Oh, because I karaoke'd, I was having a good time with my friends singing. I wasn't trying to shop no record deal for Motown. Right. I was up there having a good time with my friends. But because they weren't invited, or they didn't feel like they was a part of that, oh, you, Mr. Steel Till out here acting, you're the donkey of the, it was like you were the donkey of the day. You made yourself look bad. Why? Because I was outside, I was out karaokeing with my friends.
Understand, listen. As a business person, as a businessman, you have to carry yourself all the time as the representative of your business.
Right.
So every time somebody see you, they got to know, oh, he's representing astute. Every time they see me, and I can be and understand. Look, Russell Simmons, I can say a lot of names, but you don't ever see them in their greatest moments.
Nah, man.
But they always represent Def Jam. He always represented Def Jam. He could have on flip-flops and shorts and the raggediest shirt and not be shaved and
equated it with that.
But he's still representing Def Jam.
Right.
People see me sometimes and I look like I ain't shaved in months. And I probably look like that now. I'm looking on the camera.
Yeah, like Mr. when he did something good at the end of Color Purple with that donkey he was walking.
Yeah, but I still represent astute. My personality speaks for itself.
And here's the thing. Once you get to know a person and whatever it is that they're selling. Mm-hmm. Now, when we're talking about brands, we're not even just talking about business. Even as yourself. Mm-hmm. The slogan, I'm not a businessman, I'm a business man. Man. It makes sense.
It makes all the sense to me.
It makes plenty of sense to me. But the thing about it also is when you're not going to always please everybody. But you better make sure that 9 times out of 10, and most of the time, you 100% being you. Now, you just got to saying sometimes you have your off moments.
Right.
But of course, we all gonna have an off moment. Somebody gonna piss us off all the time, bro. But if a person knows your true character and the true businessman in you, you're gonna be astute all the time. I don't think that anybody can look at you and be like, "Yeah, it's not a classy old cat."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but when you flip flopping, and 1 minute you this, and like you're a chameleon, you're adapting all of these different colors, and it's like, man, which one are you?
Who are you? Who are you? Who have you become? What are you trying to be? You know,
and what are you selling?
What are you selling? Yeah, and so and a lot of people get in there and they say that they want to be. When you say you want to be great, and I don't say I want to be great. I just want to do great things.
Right.
You know.
That pressure be on you, man.
That pressure be on you. So you relieve yourself of the pressure by just saying you want to do great things.
Right.
I'm not, because when you want to be great, you want to be recognized.
Right.
You know.
That's some validation that you're looking for.
You're looking for validation. So I'm not trying to be recognized.
Nah, man.
Because here's the thing about being recognized. They see me anyway.
Right. Regardless.
There's no way you can miss a 1,000-watt light bulb.
That mug shines bright.
Yeah, you can't miss it. You can't miss a 1,000-watt light bulb. So I'm just walking in whatever wattage I am. I ain't saying I'm a 1,000-watt light bulb, but whatever wattage I am, I'm just walking in that.
Right.
And I'm grateful that God said that I can be whatever brightness I am.
Right.
And so I walk in that, and people will walk up to me and say, "I see you shining."
Right.
Thank you.
It goes. You know, we come here today, y'all, also to kind of put a spin on it. Sometimes we have these wild conversations, or we just have these topics we go off of. But today is we're gonna be a little self-centered today. Yeah, man, cause brother, we got some things going on, and by far you have more than I do. So I'm gonna let you jump on out with it.
Okay, so
let's get it moving.
Part of my marketing, you know, and people. First of all, everybody know who I am. You know that know who I am.
He's the barber.
Something. I am the barber. My shirt say I am the barber, but and Frey is the artist. So in my barbering, I am a businessman.
Right.
I am a business. So I have to conduct business and always conduct business, and so I keep my mouth closed because I'm stirring the pot. When you in the kitchen, you remember back in the day when Mama was in the kitchen.
You just smelled it.
You just smelled it.
You didn't know who it was.
You didn't know what it was, and you ain't know who was in the kitchen.
But yeah, it's gonna be good when she threw it.
She was being quiet, and she was putting her seasoning in. So I've been putting some seasoning in. So I'm gonna start with the beanies we got on today. You know, Astute Gentleman is getting everybody ready for fashion wear for the wintertime. So I got the beanies. I got some polos, some dry wash polos, the wet dry polos. I got a hoodie, the zip up hoodies is kind of the route that I don't want to do the pullovers because I ain't trying to go. You know, I want it to be. I want it to be
still classy with it.
Classy with it, so you can wear it and not look like you getting ready to rob somebody.
Right.
You know, so I got. I even got warm ups. The pants.
Okay.
So the pants, you know, be ready, kind of like jogging pants.
You got them gray joints. It's our season, brother. No, I'm just playing. It's our time, dog.
But also I have baseball caps that say Astute Gentleman on the front. Those will be ready sometime next month. And it's part of branding. You know, you keep your branding. And so, and also something that I'm doing for Breast Cancer Month. We got the, I hope y'all can see this. You can see this. This is Astute Gentleman's Pink Beards for Breast Cancer shirts. So you can get this, pre-order these. Y'all can order these now because I'm gonna put the order out in October. So
Right on.
October is Breast Cancer Month. So get your shirt now. You can call me 972-674-9662 at Astute Gentleman. Get your pink beards for breast cancer shirts, and we're gonna sport these in the month of October. Every man should get one. If you got a woman, a wife, a sister, a cousin, a daughter, that has been through breast cancer. We want to represent breast cancer. So the fellas, come holler at me about the pink beards for breast cancer, and the ladies, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we do. This is us having fun and representing. Because
man.
we all got issues, man. We all got issues. Again, we ain't playing in the street with them.
Nah.
We just helping them out, letting them know that we still love y'all in
these times,
in your times,
man.
So
now, with that, we gonna talk about marketing strategies. Mm-hmm. To have a business and to have a product,
right?
It does you no good to say that this is the shirt you have, this is the beanies you have, this is the new brand for the Astute.
Right.
If you're not putting it out there.
Right.
Because it's like a lot of people have businesses, and it's like everybody knows Nipsey Hussle had Hustle and Motivate. But it's like if you're not even motivated, you can't have a hustle.
Right.
If you're not even motivated why have a brand if you're not pushing that? Don't waste your time yakking about what everybody else got going on. You should be on the front line pushing your stuff.
Sometimes though too, you have to understand that it's not always for you to talk about you. And I say that to say that word of mouth marketing is some of the best marketing that I've dealt with all my life. If I do good work for you, you're going to tell somebody else.
Right.
So in the day and age, let's talk about before Facebook and Google and all of that stuff hit. I would go to just one of my situations back in '96, before all this stuff really got big. I would go pass out flyers, like hand in hand, pass out flyers, and I had to decide what day was the best day to go pass out flyers.
Right on.
And I pass out flyers now sometimes, and I happen to know that on a Sunday evening is the best day to go pass out flyers, because everybody is at home. They just went to church. They watching football. They done ate. They sitting back chilling.
Yeah, ain't nobody
getting ready for work Monday morning and school Monday morning. So Sunday night, I will gather my cast together, and it'd be 6 of us, and each one of us to have 1,000 flyers, at least 1,000 flyers. I'm giving out bundles of flyers in the thousands, and you're responsible for that area. I'm responsible for this. So we, at least on that Sunday night, we passing out 5,000 flyers. And Monday morning, when people come, and I tell them to strategically place that flyer in the driver's side door, because that's the first thing people look at.
Oh, yeah.
They driver's side. They walk up to the driver's side door to go unlock it, and that flyer is sitting right there. They pick it up, and they're gonna do one or two things. I like this. They're gonna put it in their pocket, or they're gonna chunk it on the ground.
Right.
When they chunk it on the ground, the thing I like about them chunking it on the ground is somebody else gonna
pick it up.
Yeah, put it in their pocket.
That's that Vegas life, boy.
Right.
Boy.
Right. So you gotta understand that this is what we did back in the day. And then we get to work Monday morning and say, hey, I saw your flyer. Can I get a cut?
Boom.
And then you give them the best haircut they ever had in their life. And you know what? They take that flyer and say, hey, man, go check these dudes out.
Right.
Because they kept the flyer. They just came in with it, they put it back in their pocket. They kept it and say, hey, man, go check these out. Or if you do a shit job, they're going to say, hey, these cats right here, man, was shitty. And they're going to throw it in the garbage can. But those are the breaks.
How did you transition that to today though? Because
Google
People got websites and all that. Even today, though, in this game of marketing, man, you don't even really need no website, man. You just got to have a strong IG or a strong Facebook.
But I'm gonna tell you a secret that I learned 5 years ago that's still working for me right now today, and I do nothing. I did it one time, and every now and again I'll go in there at SEO optimizations, search engine optimizations. So what I learned is that search engine optimization and hashtags work hand in hand. So I went on Instagram. You type in a hashtag, it'll tell you how many people, how many times this hashtag has been used.
Been used, yeah.
You take that hashtag, if it's been used 1 million times, and put it in your search engine optimizations. So when people use that hashtag, it'll take them to your. If somebody click onto it, your website, your website or your Google will be something that comes up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So every time somebody uses cigar or cigar boys or cigar porn or cigar whatever, because I put them words in my search engine optimization, I get business.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. And you have to use words like, you have to separate the words too, and you separate in your. So you got, you got black-owned business, then you got black-owned business.
Yeah, stretch it out.
Black-owned cigar lounge. Black. So those are words. All of them are individual words. So you break those words down. You put them all together, but then you break them down, and you put. I think I got about 1,000 words in my search engine optimization. For real.
But they all back to the astute though.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Look, if you're in Arlington and you search cigar lounge near me, I'll pop up because it says cigar lounge near me, Arlington. And then, you know what I'm saying? I put all that stuff. You got to use all that stuff, and people get caught up on that, and that's how I market for myself. And sometimes, like I said, I haven't put a word in my search engine optimization in about 1.5 years.
Man, that's crazy.
And if you Google Astute Gentleman, you'll see about 100
different.
You'll see about 100 reviews. And as a matter of fact, I think I'm at about 97. No, I'm at 92 5-star reviews on Google.
Man. See, now, here we go. I want to briefly just talk about Frabo the artist. I am the artist. It's come to a point now with this paint thing that people are starting to catch on to where I'm actually starting to take it serious now. You know, as long as we've been rocking, bro, you ask me, when you going to put this up? When you going to get this set up? And I just be like, I'm still doing it for fun.
Right.
But now I'm actually seeing it become lucrative to the point to where I can use a C word now. I have clients.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at this point in the game, it's for me, I'm starting to make the transition from just the YouTube, just the Instagram, Facebook cat that got a black and white piece on there. I'm taking it a step further now. I'm actually starting to build the Frabo, the black artist brand. Mm-hmm. Strategically, I'm in the kitchen cooking, You smell it, but, I ain't ready to, presentation is everything. A lot of times you can go to a restaurant and the presentation is
trash.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
But sometimes you can go to them restaurants with that trash presentation and that food be off the chain.
Be hidden.
It just depends on where you are. See again.
I ain't ready to put out no trash.
You don't, because you don't want. Art is art.
Art is art. Let me tell you something real quick. There's a lot of cats out here that can paint. There's a lot of cats out here that can draw, and that's fine and dandy. This is not a competitive sport, man. It's not a sport at all. Art is a feeling. If you wake up and put a banana peel, wrap it around a Coke can, that's what you was feeling, man. That's art.
Yeah.
So all these cats out here who's sitting waiting in the wings for some celebrity to die, or so they could paint them and hashtag. Do your thing, but you know what I'm saying. Leave the little people who love it alone, because there's some cats out here like myself who really just love art.
Yeah.
And when I paint and I get busy, man, it's the feeling more than anything. I'm not really trying to get it in the hands of this person or that person. To God be the glory. If it falls in the hands of somebody it's supposed to, good. If not, man, I'm not really bugging on that, man. So, these these cats out here who've been doing it 20 some odd years and stuff, and you got a couple of celebrities and stuff that you done. Good. To God be the glory. I'm happy for you. But leave the cats alone who are out here just doing it for the love. I don't need the validation. I'm not trying to get nothing in the hands of Snoop Dogg. Man, look, if that come across me to paint that, oh well. I'm not sitting in the pumpkin patch with Linus waiting on some celebrity to die so I can paint them, bro. Like, people when Kobe, people was like, Frey, where your Kobe piece at? And that's not my thing, bro. I really think this is just me, and I'm going to speak on it because I can. I really think it's a tad bit disrespectful to use somebody's death for financial gain.
I think that's very disrespectful.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like you'll have these cats who be lying, be talking about, oh, I'm paying homage. It was like, well, nigga, you could have paid at that when he was alive. If that's what you was feeling.
Exactly.
But you're trying to line your pockets with this man's death, and that's just not really my thing, man. I was raised with a little bit more coof and a little bit more respect than to be trying to finagle somebody, man. So, that whole waiting on somebody to die so I can capitalize off of it and line my pockets. I mean, I've been blessed in this art game, bro. I've been blessed in this art game, and I'm taking it up another level before we get out of here 2020. And when you talk about branding, I have many ways. Like when I do a piece, I always have an ill t-shirt. Shout out to KBK Blings. She actually made me and Jeff's t-shirts. All of them ill t-shirts that you see with the little quotes and stuff. I get her to make them. That's my t-shirt plug. My t-shirts and my artwork goes hand in hand. Why I'm branding myself. You're going to see, the thing about it is like, okay, how many black t-shirts do you have in your closet? There's a fool in there, man.
Yeah, I got a bunch of them.
There's a fool in my closet. You would have thought I was ready for a funeral every day, bro. It's just black in there, but it's my marketing strategy. And the best way to get my artwork out there the way I want to is continue being my own brand. I can build a website, cool, or I could just walk out here with a t-shirt on that says yada yada yada, and it's a reflection of my art some kind of way. Because I've had people come to me like, where the painting at? They'll see the shirt and they'll be like, oh, they'll read it. Okay, I know you got a painting. But so now that I got your attention with that, that's part of the marketing strategy. So it works hand in hand. And I mean, I'm playing with some other stuff, man. It's just at one point I was afraid, and I was just doing it for love, man. I really just being a critical artist. Like, I don't even really think my stuff is that good. You've heard me say that. How many times? And be honest, how many times have you seen a piece and I just be looking like a deer in headlights?
That's humble.
That's
being humble.
You know what I mean? You be like, Frey, it's legit. I'd be like,
okay. Well,
I don't think it's that.
Listen, I got plenty of art in here. When I tell him it's hot, he's like, yeah, all right, man, keep it.
Yeah, you keep it.
Then. I don't want it.
I don't want it. I didn't think it was that hot anyway.
Right, but that's what happens when you get it. It's like having something on your chest.
Yeah.
You got something on your chest and you want to get it off. And when you get it off, you be like, okay.
All right.
You feel good.
Yeah, I'm free from that.
Yeah, I'm free from that. Yeah, and that's what artists do.
Yeah, man.
That's what artists do. That's what I do every time. Listen, I was me and the DOC was in here. DOC was here yesterday. And we was just chopping it up, and I was cutting his hair, and he was like, he said, "World class, you always hook me up. You always hook me up. I don't know, every time you always hook me up." And that's what I do. It's art. Every time I do it, it's art. I got other clients that come in.
You want to know what's funny, man? All right, y'all. Go follow, seriously. Go follow the DOC. Y'all know who the doc is. Go follow the DOC. And I'm going to tell you what I done noticed, bro. I know you cut his hair.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you how. Bro, y'all beard is like it's lying the exact same way, bro.
I'm gonna tell you something. One of my other clients that has a beard met up with saw DOC out in public downtown somewhere, and they took a picture together. And as they were taking the picture together, the person that took the picture said, "Man, y'all haircut look the same."
Yeah.
And he said, "That's because we got the same barber."
I went on Doc Page. Well, I follow him on Instagram. So something came down my timeline on IG, and I looked at his beard. I said, "Man, yeah, Jeff is barber, man. They beard is the same."
I mean, when he came, when I started cutting his hair again, he said, "I want my beard like yours."
Yeah, it's exactly like that, bro.
I want my beard like yours. So we get in this thing. Both of us get to this point. We like we want to start over and cut it all off. But we haven't done that in a couple of years. And his grow just as fast. As a matter of fact, I just cut an inch off of his beard. He was like, my wife wanted shorter.
Yikes.
I said shorter. Like we started shorter. He said no.
Yeah,
just
like
take about an inch off.
Take.
Yeah, so I just
Look like
a
a black yard now.
But yeah, shout out to the DOC. Oh, by the way, he's got a and y'all, pay attention. He's got his own documentary coming out, and so I don't know if they're gonna movie it or if they're gonna, episode it. But he's gonna have his own documentary come out.
Man, it's so much. For that. It's so much hidden talent, man, here and just in this city that ends up going off other places, and then people forget that them cats is really from here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But we got some hard representatives, man. I was thinking, I went down there and had a chance to check out the Black Lives Matter memorial down there. I was like, yo, it's pretty dope. But the crazy thing about it is, there's a couple of cats here that I know personally that died by the hands of law enforcement. I didn't see them nowhere. I was like, I wonder if, and a lot of people were telling me, well, they wasn't high profile. But I'm like, man, the two that I know for sure made the news enough to where it was on the news a couple of days. So that's high profile enough for me.
And if y'all didn't see what just happened, y'all didn't pay attention to what just happened, it's called word of mouth. What we did, because y'all probably didn't even know, some people didn't even know about the Black Lives Matter memorial.
My aunt, I see, you're right. And I heard facts, because I heard about it.
Right.
I heard about it. I even knew where it was.
Right.
And, okay, they got something like that. That's my mentality. I was like, oh, they got something like that. Cool. My aunt sent me a video, posted it on shared it to my page.
I saw that. Yeah,
man, and the thing caught like wildfire. Where is this, Frey? Where's next thing you know, boom, boom, I start seeing it everywhere. Not saying that I was the one that spearheaded it, but because I put that out, and it was shared like 28 times or something. So I'm like, okay, cool, but word of mouth. And that's the thing, even when we talk about marketing and we're talking about branding, man, we can even talk about that in the literal sense of who you are as a person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Who you know matters. That's the people that you know are your net worth.
Yeah, that's
network.
Your network right there. True indeed.
Yeah. And people talking about you, whether they talk bad or good.
Your name out there.
Yeah, your name is out there.
Right.
And
some people aren't big on just paying attention to what somebody else say. They be like, let me feel this cat out for myself.
A dude came in here about 3 weeks ago, and he said the exact same thing. He said, I didn't know about you, but somebody said your name, and this is my first time coming over. I heard your name about 3 times after I heard your name the first time. And that person was talking real bad about you, but I heard other people say, oh, Jeff, cool cat.
Right.
So he said, I had to come see for myself.
Right.
And when he came to see for himself, he found out that the first person that said what they said about me, I was the exact opposite of what he said.
Right. Man, you just gave up the ghost too. You said it was a he.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of cooch out here today, bro.
Everybody that know me know. But I won't say his name no more.
Yeah.
I said I was going to, and this is honest to God. I said that I was going to stop talking about certain stuff.
Yeah.
Because fueling a fire is already a fire. A forest fire don't need no more gas.
Right.
We talking about a forest fire.
Yeah, it's gonna catch on its own.
It's gonna catch on its own. So I'm not gonna throw no water on him.
Right.
I'm not gonna piss on him. He's just a fire. He's just a forest fire.
Right.
We don't need to keep putting no gas on it. We know, everybody that knows me know
how you get down.
How I get down. So, if it ever come to that point in time, punch him in his mouth. That's it.
The one thing,
and that's marketing. That's marketing.
Bam! I got a 2-piece From Jeff. Go see Jeff if you want to get 2 pieces.
Yeah, and that is that part of me that I just said, sometimes, the nigga, the astute nigga comes out.
Yeah. Not the gentleman, but the other brother. But man, bro, like when we sit back and we talk about that, you're going to always have somebody. That's why the one thing that you had, the only thing you have more than anything to sell yourself is your name.
Yep.
That's your gold. That's the goose that laid the golden egg right there. Your name.
Yep.
Because it holds more weight than anything else. You know Coffrey Linwood? Mm-hmm. There it is.
Yep.
Somebody might say something slick. I guarantee you're going to have 90% people saying more things good about me than the 10% that's saying something slick. It's probably somebody that either felt like I wronged them or didn't get their way with me. You know what I'm saying? Right. That they want to spew some hate or whatever. But it's like you have to really protect your brand by keeping your nose clean, man. Yeah. That is the ultimate thing in business, man, keeping your nose clean. Because the moment that you do something off-brand or you do something fugazi, man, that can go with you.
Yeah.
I mean, that can go with you a long way, too. Have you ever, during this whole pandemic and this whole Black Lives Matter thing, they had that one thing was like, buy black, buy black, buy black. And I'm only eating at black restaurants. I'm only buying black.
How long did that last?
It didn't last long until you started seeing people with reviews. I tried to give Joe Blow's chicken and waffles they didn't even have no chicken. The doors didn't open at 1:00. I stood in the line for an hour and 30 minutes, and it's like, bro, you have to really, really protect your brand. You have to protect your brand at all costs, man, by keeping your nose clean first and making sure that you're offering the greatest customer service that you possibly could.
Exactly.
Now, even with me, with my artwork, when people ask me my turnaround times, that's why I'm at the level I'm at now to try to go ahead and I'm not trying to get no website, but I'm going to get something put together that I can have all my prices, all of my different canvas sizes, even a few pieces for them to see.
You need a website, bro.
Yeah, well,
the website don't cost you but $14 a month, bro.
I can swing it, but here we are with that.
Yeah, that's part of when in today's world. See, before websites came out, we didn't have that. You didn't have that. People wanted to do billboards. People was doing big posters.
Yeah.
Now, and the posters was only seen by the passersby.
Right.
Now, Instagram. And how
just a social media network alone, man.
Yeah, you got 1 million passersby.
Man, I had a cat in Netherlands. Freaked me out.
Yeah,
hit my DM. Was like, yo, he shot me the picture he wanted. Own it.
Yeah.
Now let me just say, it's been a hell of a ride because it's a lot of stuff that I painted, made some money from that nobody has ever seen. Why? Because the client is like, I don't want that on social media.
Right.
These are my dogs. I just love them, and I don't want to jeopardize.
Yeah.
So I don't want their picture.
Yeah,
some dogs. But I'll do it. The money right too. Okay. You don't want it on. Hey, cha-ching.
Yeah.
But at this level where I am right now, it's very important that I keep my nose clean and that when I do business with people, that I do good business. I talk to them. I talk to my clients. Hey, when I get to a halfway point, I'll call you up. I'll shoot you a text with what it looks like halfway.
Yeah.
Sometimes I even tell you, look, it's been a rough week. I got some other stuff going on. If you be straight up with people, bro,
be straight up.
That goes a long way with business, man. Yeah. And business, because business and people sometimes, especially with friends, it don't match, bro.
Even in hustling, and there's a lot of people that have a regular job. They just got a regular job, but they do stuff on the side. If you really want to do that on the side, if unless you're just trying to make some pocket change.
Right.
See, people, everything I do, I'm trying to make money doing it.
Right.
But
you're in the point. You're in a position where you can.
Yeah.
What is the word I'm looking for? You can kind of set.
You can set a standard,
of what you want to do.
Do, and you do that. I was just talking to somebody earlier today that wanted to do something, and I tell people all the time, it's too much knowledge out here for you to go pay somebody to do something that you know how to do, or that you can learn how to do. Why if you a broke person but not, I won't say broke, I'm sorry. If you're a person that doesn't have a lot of money, you got the ambition, you have the desire to do it, but you just don't have the money to do it.
Oh, okay.
Learn how to do it yourself.
Right.
Learn how to do it yourself. I told y'all the story before of how I started Astute Gentleman. I had nothing, zero. I didn't even have a car. I didn't even have my own car, and I was staying at the Motel 6. You know, so I nothing.
But you had a plan.
I had a plan,
and you executed.
I executed, and I had the desire to want to do this thing.
Man.
So you got to. I had to learn everything. When people come in here, everything in here I did.
Yeah.
Not because I wanted to cut corners or save money. It's just because I knew how to do it.
Right.
So why would I pay somebody else to do something I know how to do?
Right.
You know. So, and if you don't know how to do it, I can tell you right now today, I learned how to, do some things.
Yeah.
That's gonna save me some money.
Man, that's what good old YouTube is for too, man.
Exactly. That's what YouTube
that ain't. I mean, I know some women who be taking cars apart.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's out there. It's out there for you, man.
After the drink, carry transmissions and stuff. Yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The ass section chick.
Yeah.
Take a car apart. Or does she? We don't know. What? But the point is that people do stuff. But I said I was going to stop talking about it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just moving on, man. Because, people get sour grapes and they be going back running, telling, and then here comes these old off-brand texts. And, man, we ain't got time for that.
And speaking of marketing, shout out to my fellas at Dallas Cigar Week, the Smokers Wild Bunch.
Smokers Wild Bunch.
And, my guy, Joffrey and Jeff and Brooks and Todd and Alfred and myself, we put together, we got Dallas Cigar Week. We wasn't able to do it this year because of COVID, but it's a beautiful thing. So this week, what we did was we broke it down into 3 sections. And so we had the smoke, which was last month. This month we got the light, and next month we got the cigar Oween, the smoke Oween.
Yeah, I seen that.
Smoke Oween is coming, and that's the ash, and we're gonna have a nice thing going on. We got this week, this weekend is actually this weekend is the light, and we're doing a back to school.
Right. I'm gonna get with you on that too, because I asked you.
What is the word I'm looking for?
Like a back to school rally or something. Yeah.
Yeah. You bring some school supplies in. You get a free smoke. You get a free cigar on me. I got some good hand rolls that I'm gonna pass out for those guys that come in and bring anybody that come in and bring school supplies. You get that free smoke.
Yeah, buddy.
Donate them school supplies to the foundation. I'm sorry. I'm missing the information. I didn't bring my tablet out so I can write that.
It's all good.
Holler at that information.
He'll post it on the page.
But you'll see it on the page. If you go to Dallas Cigar Week and join us on Dallas Cigar Week, you'll see what we're doing this weekend. And come out and be a part of it. Come out and be a part of it. And see, I don't have to say much. I can just send you to a page. That's the marketing.
That's the marketing. See little stuff like that, man.
Go to Smokers Wild.
Whatever you're passionate about, man. If you really sincerely passionate about it, man, you're gonna put more into it. Yeah. Things that you're not passionate about, you give a lackluster performance.
Yeah.
You might have to do it because you have to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's something that you're passionate about, something that you love, man. You're gonna go for the gusto.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stop until Cafre has his own all black and white museum. And able to come into my joint, you gotta be black and white. I don't care if you're tuxed. Yeah. I got a vision for it. And the thing is, tux or tennis shoes. I got a vision for it in my head, and I'm working toward the goal to make it happen. Yeah. Once you start laying the blueprint and a foundation, I ain't never seen a house built from the roof first. So it's got to be some foundation, man. So I'm laying my foundation, and I'm going to continue to keep my nose clean. I'm going to continue to make sure that I'm putting my quality work out there at its highest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So nobody can come back and be like, well, I had got this picture of my daughter, but it looked like E.T. You ain't catching that from me, Doc.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like I'm going to put 100% in it and just overall, man.
and much respect to. I used to draw too, and so I have a lot of respect for artists, and how you do your art is how you do your art.
Right. It's how I see it, bro.
It doesn't. There's no such thing as
perfect art. It's not.
There's no such thing as perfect art. It's what's good to the person that has it, or the person that is for the person that lays his eye on that and said that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's it. That's what we rolling.
Yeah,
that's my desire. That has been one of my mission statements, man. Because
I can look at it and be like, whew, this ain't.
Yeah.
But it ain't my eye.
It
ain't
yeah.
For me. That piece ain't for me.
Right.
Just like my haircuts are not for everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be able to accept that.
Man, before we go, man, I want to shout out to everybody who supported Still Till August 28th, man. COVID pushed us back. We weren't able to have a block party like we did a year before. Mm-hmm. But, man, it turned out well, man. You saw the video? The video went well, man.
That video was hot. I'm trying to download it so we could play it today. But I will download it so that we can play it next week so y'all can see what Still Till is about and what we do for Still Till, what my man Frey put together for Still Till.
And I just want to say I want to take the time out to thank you, Sean Perry, Sakina Johnson. It's a few more people, man. Corian and Ebony, who came from last year,
right,
and just said, you know what, you doing it this year. Mark B and his wife, they didn't get to make it out, but Mark B was one of the first persons that jumped out there, was like, hey, ain't Still Till this isn't Still Till popping out this year? So I just want to thank everybody that believes in my vision. See, the one thing that I'm grateful for is that when you see me, and that's what we're talking about, marketing and branding. When you see me and I say that I'm going to do something, and the love that I get and the support I get when people just jump behind that thing, they don't ask a lot of questions, bro. They don't ask a lot. All I have to do is ask, hey, look, I'm trying to put this together. Who riding? Right. And they hop in the car, man. And that does my heart some good, because that y'all see my vision, y'all support my vision, and y'all watching and see it all the way to the end, man. And it touches me, man. When I sat back and watched it the first time, I want to thank shout out to Shantae Houston, who has a Speak Your Soul podcast. Go check that out on Anchor. She launches it sometimes on her page, Instagram and Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Speak Your Soul, Shantae Houston, for putting the video together. Man, made it a wonderful little piece of body of work, man, for Still Till 2020. So yeah, man, that has been a vision of mine that I started a couple of years ago. It came to fruition last year, 2019. We had the block party, and everybody that came out and supported that, I appreciate. And then this year we had Still Till 2020. And because of COVID, we wasn't able to gather. But the way we gathered in that video, man, I was very, very pleased with the outcome of it, man. So I just want to take the time to say thank you to anybody that's bought a piece of artwork from me, anybody that's bought canvas, anyone who's bought paint, brushes, etc., and says, yo, I see what you're doing. Even if you Zelled me I've had people just Zell me some money and be like, yo, man, keep it moving. I appreciate it, man. It's y'all's contributions to the art, Freybo the Black Artist. You can go on Instagram at Freybo the Black Artist and see some of my stuff, and I got more pieces coming. But yeah, it's time, man. It's time to really utilize your talents, man, and push them forward, man. And I sit back because I have inspirations like you, Tyrone Haynes. I'm around grown men who are established,
right,
and I'm a young man who's coming into his own that is established, and I don't have time to be really just hanging around cats who looking for me to make all the decisions, and who don't have no visions, but they want me to use my brain for everything, right, man. It's like, it gets a little tiring, man. Right. I get boggled down sometimes with cats who just want to, you do it.
Right.
It's like, dude, if we a team, like these cats be out here, my team. But it's like, but bro,
you running your team off.
You running your team off, or you the one that's doing the least.
Yeah.
I mean, a quarterback got to throw the ball to somebody.
Got to distribute. That's why he the captain of the team. He is a great distributor.
There you go.
Yeah.
Everybody has a position to play, but I just appreciate those who have got behind this old boy, man, and decided that, they see something in Frey. And I promise y'all, man, I've had my moments where I wanted to throw in the towel, man, but y'all prayers and y'all support and the love, and even for all of y'all that are watching Barbershop Talk with Jeff and Frey, man, we appreciate y'all, because this isn't, like we keep telling y'all, this isn't even how we are supposed to be doing this podcast. It's not. But we wanted to put something out there just so y'all could see we coming. Yeah. And when this thing blows over and we can really do it to y'all, gonna be pleased, man. It's about to be some real comedy relief in here.
Yeah, Barbershop Talk. I mean, we talking about Barbershop.
Barber is unleashed.
Unleashed.
We just having a good time in here, running our mouth with y'all right now, and just trying to let y'all see the faces.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. Every other Wednesday, we just want y'all to see our face. We randomly throw some stuff out there that y'all amen and agree to, but by the grace of God, 900 and some odd people follow and like this page. So we appreciate all of the support. Keep watching the videos, keep pushing them. Go back and watch the old videos, man, so they can keep getting them ratings, man. But it ain't even about that, man. It's just two dudes, genuine cats here having fun, bro.
Loving what we're doing, enjoying what we're doing. And here's another marketing, like we was talking about how you market and how you brand. Or people help brand you, that word of mouth. So I'm gonna give a shout out to my mechanic, man, my favorite mechanic, my dude Scott, man, David Scott. I call him David. His name is David Scott. He's on here watching too as well. Shout out to Scott, man. Hey, listen, if y'all need a good mechanic, this dude work on your car, man. Fix your car, come to you, fix it, and walk away. And your car is working the way it's supposed to be working.
They say fix it and walk away.
Yeah,
shout out to Scott, man. You walked away, just fixed it and walked away.
Because he got his money, and he love what he do.
Yeah.
What he do. He take his time. He makes sure it's done. And if he makes a mistake, he'll fix the mistake, and you'll never know he made the mistake. And I've been working with him.
Guaranteed.
And the only now he treat everybody else good. He take his time on my shit.
Yeah, it's
like that. Being around me though. He like being around me.
Yeah, it's like that uncle. Your car gonna be sitting in the backyard for a couple of weeks. He got some paying customers. Let me handle them. Your little old carburetor can wait. You got a girlfriend. She'll drive you around.
Right. But he does real good work, man. And shout out to Scott, man. We trying to work with him, man, and get him on point and get him lined up as a businessman. He's a mechanic. He's not a businessman, so I'm helping him out with his
the business set. Man, once you get that part, man, once you get the business savvy part, and you get a grasp of how that machine rolls, ain't no such thing. We don't say skies is limit anymore, man. We in the stratosphere, man. We're going past the sky. Yeah. So, man, it's the opportunities are unlimited. Mm-hmm. Man, it's just you got to seize the moment. Like you can't have a brand or a business, or you can't say I'm a hustle and motivate, but you don't do nothing with that, man. It doesn't really look good for you at the end of the day. This social media world got a lot of people jacked up, man, because you can have my homegirl Marissa Balancer makes the best cakes, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She's an A1 baker. But you know what the cold part about it is? You see more of her. Yeah, she has a family. She has a husband and kids and all of that. You see that, but you see that work too. Right. Like when are some of these adults, man, just gonna start realizing that they have something? Don't tell me you have a business, but you with the memes and the job. I want to see your business. Right. You really stunting your growth and really hurting your pockets. Because in the flip side, you talk about the money you ain't making, and I wish I had more money. Well, you got it.
You got
it right there. You ain't doing nothing with it. I want to see when you say that you're a marketing genius and I can help you grow your business and all of that. Well, let me see yours first.
Yeah, let me see.
Because if I don't see what you got going, man, I really ain't gonna buy into the vision.
I don't want to see nothing if you ain't doing.
Quit crying about your finances if you in a position to change it, but you won't.
Yeah, exactly.
You can have $1 million ideas and putting 5 cent effort into making it crack.
Right, exactly. So if you don't know what you're doing, man, some people, people just don't know what they're doing, man, and so, they just doing everybody just doing something. Just doing something. You just sitting there. You ain't. You're just doing something. You just I like doing this. I like doing it every day. You just say I like doing this, and you post stuff on Facebook and Instagram and wherever you post it at, and you're just doing something. You're just doing, and it's cool
to do something.
It's cool to do something. but like it.
Yeah.
Like it. Put it out there. If you want to make some money off of it, put it out there. Tell your friends. Tell you. And I didn't even go to marketing school, but I took a marketing class. I read marketing books, and they say the best people to market to first is your family members, because your family members gonna tell you the truth.
Right.
Oh man, it's trash.
Yeah, it's trash.
It's trash. Don't put
man,
that
I don't
out.
think you should put that out,
Yeah,
bro.
don't put that out.
Oh, but you gotta watch that though, because it might be good stuff, but that kinfolk might be a hater.
Kinfolk will take it from you.
Yeah,
They'll take it from you.
Look, man, let me tell y'all people who never fly, y'all better start giving y'all first class ticket to these people who fly frequent.
For real.
Don't tell them nothing.
Boy, don't tell them nothing.
You're gonna be on the ground watching them take off from Love Field to DFW while you on the ground.
You on the ground, trying to figure it out, trying to figure out what happened.
Man, start giving them first class tickets away, man.
What the hell happened? I don't know what happened. I ain't did nothing. I thought
they was my friend, man. You can't tell everybody your ideas too, man.
Listen, we gonna close on this. I'm a biblical person, and it's a story about Joshua in the Bible, and Joshua was told, God told Joshua something, and Joshua was bragging about it. And his father told him something, and he started bragging about it. His father did some things, he started bragging about it. And while he was bragging about it, what happened is his brothers took him and buried him in the hole and put him in the hole and then sold him as a slave. That's what happens when you run your mouth. You get haters when you run your mouth.
And they will bury you.
And they will bury you. They will bury you. Now, understand this, that the destination that God has designed for you still happens.
Right.
God told him that he was going to be a king and that his people, his brothers and his fathers, was going to bow down to him. And because his brothers didn't like that, they buried him in the hole, sold him as a slave, and everything. So what it did was just delayed
what he was supposed
to do. So that's what haters do. They can either delay you or erase. Well, no, I'll take that back, because they can't erase it, because if God said that's what you're supposed to be doing,
it's there, bro.
That's what you're supposed to be doing.
It's written already.
So it's already written. So keep your mouth closed. Keep your mouth closed. Absorb what it is God has to tell you. Market when it's time to market. You know, when it's time, like we was talking about Mama in the kitchen. When it's time to eat, she said, "Come eat."
And that meal gonna be buckling too.
And so when it's time for you to sit at the table and eat, sit at the table and eat and enjoy your feast. And this is Barbershop Talk.
Yes, sir. I'm the artist.
I'm the barber.
And we out of here, y'all.